My full name is Agostinho Elder Camacho Leite. But people know me as Gutu. Yeah, that's like my popular name. Like everyone calls me Gutu. That's like a kind of shortcut of Agostinho. Yeah. People actually call me Gucci. Yeah, they say like, hey, Gucci man and stuff like that. But like, they end up calling me Guto, because like the nickname, that's not like a nickname, man. It's like a shortcut, just not to say like Agostinho, you feel me? I ended up in South Africa is because my mom has been coming around ever since before we were born. Yes, and like every holidays we would get from like school, primary and stuff like that, we would pull up, because my mom would have like an apartment here and stuff like this. So like yeah, my life has been like mostly this side, and like I went to like boarding school here as well. Yeah, I did school here and stuff like that. And then my religion studies as well here. To be honest with you, I would say I start feeling things going upside down after my mom, like when she was still with my stepfather, like my little sister, yeah, the last born, like when she was still with her dad and stuff like that. Life was good. So we went back to Mozambique, and like my grandmother told my mom my dad, like, man, instead of you buying like your own land and build your own house and stuff like that, you grew up here in this house, your children also, they were raised in this house and stuff like that. So why don't you just like kind of rebuild the house, and then after that, we're gonna sign the papers and like we're gonna sell you the house like legit. So as time went by, man, like my mama and like my stepdad, like they did that, you understand? Like they renewed their house and stuff like that, like so many things. So after that, man, like my grandmama, she kind of didn't agree, or she didn't follow up with the agreement that they had before stuff were done, you understand? So nowadays, like where things like kind of broke apart and things are not kind of going good and all that, because now my stepdad thought that my mom had something to do with that, but she was like not even involved in that. So now like they had to separate and stuff like that. So now a single mom and all that, it's not kind of easy to raise like 5 children at the same time in school and all that. So like, man, life started getting like difficult from there on. He kind of got pissed off and all that, because he thought like they planned it out, like his mother and daughter, they planned that shit out, like they were gonna kind of use him and stuff like that, for their own benefits and stuff like that. But we were still in the house though, yeah. So after all that, like there was like a family meeting and all that, like disagreements and all that, like fights and stuff like that. But we were like still young, man. I guess like I was probably on my like 8-9 years old day, But I still recall those days though, because I would see like family gatherings and all that, and my mom would be like throwing stuff away, like being pissed off and being like, I don't wanna be here and stuff like that and all that. So yeah, we're still raised in the same house, and like my mama still has like a paper which says that nobody can ever chase us away from that house, you understand? No matter what happens, until the house gets sold, they gotta return their money back, that she spent there, and then like their own shares and all that between sisters and all that. I definitely think that my aunts and all that, they're kind of fighting over the house, but there's so many shit involved in there that nobody, bro, like kind of actually has the guts to be in there, because of their own traditional shit and all that they've done in that place, They kind of really don't want us in there, They fight over it and stuff like that, like my aunts and all that, But by the end of the day, nobody actually has the guts to be in that house, like for real. The reason why nobody kind of have the guts to be in there is because my grandmama, before she passed on, she was like, man, this my house and all that. And if y'all think that when I die or when I passed on, you're gonna build this house and shit like that, that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna still remain here and all that. There were days whereby I would be like sitting in a lounge, or whenever I drink with friends and stuff like that, I would come like midnight and all that, I'll feel like, man, I feel the presence of someone in here, I feel like moves and all that in the house, strange moves. By that time I know everybody's like fast asleep and all that, and hey man, I would kind of wake up and like pray and all that, but I always felt like there's someone there, you understand? I wouldn't say my grandmother was a witch, but I definitely guarantee you that she used to go for like sangomas and stuff like that. She used to like touch such things, yeah. So for whatever she used to touch or go for or something like that, at one point, man, I won't lie to you, we kind of went out there, like my mom took us out from that house and then we went to like this other township where like there was no like electricity there, no water, no stuff like that, and like the house wasn't like painted and nothing like that, man. At some point, man, like we kind of suffered, like, man, that was like the end of us, you understand? And then she would like kind of keep on trying calling us and stuff like that and be like, yo, where you and stuff like that, like calling my mom and all that, and then at some point she ended up like revealing herself, saying like, hey man, because in Mozambique, so we cook like with coal, the charcoal, you understand? So she was telling my mom at one day, like one point she was like, man, this time that I went to my people and all that, my grandmama, she was like, she went to her own people there, she got like her own medicines and stuff like that. And some point when my mama was like cooking there, she like poured the stuff there on the charcoal and all that, so whenever we kind of inhale that smell, the smoke or something like that, we would feel like, man, something's bothering us here, we gotta come out from this house and stuff like that. And that shit really worked, man, because at some point my mom, man, like she only wanted to go out from the house not knowing where she wants to go. She only wanted to go, and like that's how we're kids, man, we never like had the powers of God to like decide something and say like, man, this is wrong, we can't go there, like mom, we're gonna suffer and all that stuff, you understand? We would just go because we're babies, man, but I still remember those days like yesterday, man, whenever I look at my friends and stuff like that, the grandmothers, man, they kind of act good and stuff like that, they love them and all that, they take them out shopping and all that, school and stuff like that, Man, my question is like, why would she hate on us? And the worst part is like we're only 4 that she hates on us like that bad, because my mother in total she has 8 kids, you understand, that she gave birth to, you understand, but like the girls, the 4 girls, they're like successful and stuff like that, they're doing their own life and stuff like that, But like the 4 of us, man, we share the same father and stuff like that, man. She's been kind of hating on us for like too long, man, The reason why I say she's been hating on us is because, man, like ever since we were born, I remember, I'm gonna talk about myself, She'll be like, because I look exactly like my father, They say like behavior and stuff like that, The way I behave myself, I carry myself, I look exactly like him, like I pushed everything, So now she'll be like, man, you're gonna end up like your father, you're gonna end up arrested and stuff like that, you useless and all that, She kind of been saying that to all of us, like, She's been like, man, wishing us bad things and all that, She's like, has been fighting us over things that we don't fucking know about, Yeah, So, hey, man, I guess something did go wrong between her relationship with my father and my mom there. Maybe she probably didn't want them to be together. Not maybe, she fucking didn't want to, you understand? Because my mom kind of tell us stories about that, Like, man, hey, it's just been like that. It's been crazy, dog, There are so many things that she kind of did to us, Like when we were young, my mother would travel, come to like RSA, and she would leave us with her, you understand? So now my mother every month would be sending like food, clothes, and all those stuff, you understand? She'll kind of take our stuff, man, and give it to other cousins of ours. She'll make us starve while our mother, man, she'll be sending food to us and clothes to us and everything, every fucking month, you understand? Of course I am alive today, you understand? Yes, I am. But it's through so many difficulties, punishments, you know, slavery, I would say, man, because we're forced to do stuff that they are like two cousins of ours, you know. They wouldn't be doing the same stuff we would be doing. Not only these two girls, you know, they will be staying in the same yard as us, the same place and all that. Our own grocery and stuff like that should be cooking and stuff like that and give them like the best food and all that, you know, and like kind of give us like kind of leftovers, but not in the way, you know, but like something that they wouldn't eat, you understand? I wouldn't say like it's not food, man. Like, okay, let me say they'll kind of dish like rice and gravy and all that and just give you like that. But for them, they'll kind of like fry eggs there, you know, chicken and all those stuff, chips and all those stuff, you understand? Our meal would always be different compared to the meal that she would give to our cousin, the two girls. But who was buying the grocery and sending the grocery there was our mom, you understand? Whenever my mom would kind of come back from Mozambique, she'd be like, hey man, how y'all doing, stuff like that, my children, y'all are suffering and all that, but how come are y'all dressed like that? Dirty clothes, you know, torn clothes and stuff like that, you know? We'll be like, man, we'll be like dirty, like for real, man. We'll be looking like hobos while we're still young, you know. My mama, every time when she would come back from South Africa, man, she'd kind of look at us with that kind of pity face and all that, look at us and be like, man, how come? What's going on here? She'll get like frustrated and all that, man, and be like, but I've been sending money, I've been sending food, I've been sending clothes and everything. How come you guys are like this? And then we kind of start crying and all that and tell her what we've been going through, you know? And tell her, man, whenever you were gone, we would see that she went and picked up all the stuff you sent, you understand? But she'll never give us that. She'll give that to our cousins, but we know that you the one who sent that to us, you understand? So she kind of, bro, hey, man, it's just a lot, nigga. It's just a lot, man. My mama should be sending shoes for us to go to school. She'll be sending money for her to buy like a school uniform and all that, you understand? She'll be sending food and making sure she sends everything for her to take care of us in a good way, you know, because she's kind of working in a foreign country. She's hustling in her own way. So the reason why she left us behind is because she wants a good life for us, you understand? That's why she went hustling. Man, I'm telling you, there were times I would go to school, man, you know, on the flip-flops, man, you understand? We would kind of hot in that iron there, bro, the iron, you understand? We would like kind of hot it out there and like place it underneath, you know, because like the flip-flops were kind of fucked up, you understand? So we do that, we go to school wearing shorts. We would go to school, man, like the three of us boys, man, me and my two brothers, we would share the same bag to go to school, you understand? But it's not because there was no money, it's not because there was no conditions there for us to wear like a proper uniform and everyone have his own bag and stuff like that, you understand? She used to do that to us. Our grandmother used to make sure we suffer, we pay for what we don't fucking know what we're paying for. We're just going through a lot of stuff, and every day we'd be asking her like, why are you kind of doing this to us? You understand? And she would kind of cast me all the time, especially me, you know, because I've been the one always like kind of confronting her, you know. I tell her what it is, like straight away, you know. I would tell her like straight up, man, why are you kind of doing this to us? Man, that shit there, you know, that she's been doing to us, if I had to use the word embarrassing, that would be like an understatement, you understand? I don't think there is a word for me to say that, man, we're being tortured, you understand? Because we're forced to attend school, man, you know? You're seeing your colleagues and all that, they're all dressing good and stuff like that. And that time, man, the all attention is on you because you're the only colored boy in school, you understand? And they're like, man, what is going on with this guy? Like, for real, what's going on? There were times went by, man. I would go to school like very, very early, man, you know? Let's say they open school like 6:30. I'll be at school like at 5, man. you know. The reason why I would do that is because I would rush myself to go sit on the desk in order for them not to see how I'm dressing, how I'm wearing, what am I having shoes on me or flip-flops on me or stuff like that. I'll be the first one like in school and stuff like that. And then when it's time to go, man, I would walk like looking on the sides, man, and be like, man, my friends are gone, those girls are gone, break time. Although I'm starving and stuff like that, I wouldn't have like lunch and all day, you know, but I would be kind of shy to even go out and play with the rest of the kids, you know. Because they were good, man, you know. They had like the uniform, shoes and stuff like that, you know. Man, yo, it was really bad though, you know. Like, man, I wouldn't even go playing and stuff like that, you understand? I wouldn't like go even for lunch and nothing like that, man. Like, even if I kind of had like a 10 meticals on me or something like that to buy maybe snacks or something like that, I would kind of wait, man, after school, you know, until we all gone. And then I'll kind of go around, checking around, hey man, who's looking there, and the girls and stuff like that, the boys and stuff like that. So maybe to avoid those comments in the following day, you know. Yeah, man, I felt embarrassed so many times, and I asked myself, and I did question God so many times, why do we have to go through such, you understand? I even questioned a lot about his existence, but I don't want to go there. It was just a lot going on, you understand? So man, those were the struggles that I had to face, me and my brothers. It's not only me, man, you know. Going back to this, you know, this kind of bothers my soul, you understand? It bothers my mind, you understand, just of thinking about it. Because there'll be days whereby we'll go, like, we'll pass, like, we go through the whole day without eating nothing and stuff like that, you know. So as I was saying, we have like a big land, you understand? So nowadays there'll be like, there's like all kind of type of fruits and all there, you know, like so many trees there and stuff like that, you know, like mangoes and all that, you know, oranges and all that. So now, man, when should kind of give us rotten food and stuff like that, you know, we'll be like, man, we're just gonna wait for her to like go inside, and we'd run away with the plate and throw that food away, you know, and like kind of wash it and give it back to her and say like, yo man, the food was nice, and you would see from her eyes that, hey man, she's giving you a fake smile and all that, you understand? Yeah, man. You know, going back, man, I remember days, man, where we go, like days would go by without us eating like nothing like that, you know. She wouldn't give us food and stuff like that, you know. You know, we're forced now to like eat mangoes the whole day, you know, man. And like, with that time, we're kind of expecting it to kind of be full or something like that, but that's like juicy and all that, you know. It's like, you just eating mangoes for the sake of it. So, and that thing, man, if someone out there has ever went through what I'm talking about, you'll kind of relate to what I'm saying. Mangoes don't really fill you. They don't fill you up, you understand? They don't kill their hunger and all that. Because that's like juices, like you're drinking water the whole day. But like, just because of the taste of it and stuff like that, you know. After going days, you know, like 1 and 2, the whole day like eating mangoes and stuff like that, you know. Your gums would kind of get swollen and stuff like that, you know. So now we're kind of forced, man, to look around the big yard and stuff like that and look like for steel, like iron and stuff like that, because like in Mozambique, these people like go around with this thing for, what's this, man, cash for scrap, something like that, for a scrap yard, you understand? Those people so kind of go around with that trolley there, you understand? So we're forced to be hustling, man, like steels and irons in the yard and stuff like that. So whenever those people would go pass by, we just give it to them and we could get some money there, you know. We kind of buy maybe rice, and that time, man, we don't have like money to buy charcoal. We don't have money to buy like gravy, you know, tomato, no nothing. They would kind of cook the rice there, you know, and like just put some oil on it and like some beanie and all that, you know, and that was gonna be like our meal for like 1-2 days, you know. We'd buy like bread, and like honestly, you woke up in the morning, you like starving, man, like for real. We only have like 1 or 2 breads for 3 boys, 3 guys, you understand? We would share there with oil there and like Benny and all that, you know, just to kind of keep up, you understand? So you could feel you ate something, you know? So Ben is this other spice they use in Mozambique like a lot, you know? So now we'd like open the bread and put some oil there, you know, and put the Benny there and we eat it like that. So due to those situations that we're going through, the starving and stuff like that, you know, my brother ended up getting like ulcers and all that, you know. And then my mom when came back from South Africa, like my brother will go to toilet like 5-6 times a day, and like, man, I would say, man, we never thought we were gonna get him back after that, you know, because whenever we go to a toilet, we'll be thinking that maybe he's going there to release some and all that, but it's only blood that used to come out, just due to what? To the food we used to eat and all that, you know. As I say, my grandmother would be like sent money and all those stuff, you understand? She would like kind of buy the like our uniforms and like school shoes, not school shoes, they call it taffy, something like that, yeah. So she wouldn't buy that for us as well, you understand? So we kind of forced men to wear a t-shirt, you understand? And on the waist, we would wear another t-shirt. So when you kind of place like you place your arms and all that, we will kind of fold that and put it like inside, you understand? And make it seem like that was kind of a skirt or something like that. And pull the t-shirt from the top like down, you know? So yeah, you know, like below your waist, you know, so you could close the part where you could see that, yo man, that's another t-shirt there that he's kind of wearing, you know? Yeah, that would be that, you know, and like, we would wear the same bag and stuff like that. We would use the same bag, like to put our books and stuff like that. We would even use the same books, imagine. As I'm like in grade 1, I would use my big brothers that is in grade 5 or 6 there. We would be using the same book. And every day we're like kind of forced, you know. Man, it's just a lot, you know, man. Hey, it's just a lot. She wouldn't care about us. She doesn't give a damn about us. You understand? So whenever we'd go to school in that way, man, like, I swear to God, man, she wouldn't care about us, like how we look, how we dress, if we ate, if we bath or something like that. She wouldn't care about that. Of course, she did see us going to school like that. She never used to say nothing about it. Instead, she would even laugh, man. I'm serious. Man, we were forced to do a lot of gang things just to survive, man. I won't lie to you. Until my mother had to come back, like from South Africa and stuff like that, you know. Though they should even cry, man, when she should come back and see us in those situations. You know, she ended up saying that she won't travel anymore. Because whenever she does, she come back, although she provides and stuff like that, she come back and she find us in the worst situation and conditions, you understand? So now, my grandmother kind of kicked us out from the house and stuff like that. So my mom being so respectful and all that, she was like, you know, because we did once went to a court fighting over that, you know, and she didn't kind of win the case because in the court they were like, she has no rights to kick us out, you understand, because my mom did invest in that house with my stepfather, you understand, and there is a paper that says we have the rights to stay there until they sell the house. But my mom being her, you know, a good person and stuff like that, people taking advantage of her all the time, not holding grudges and all that, you know. She would say to my grandmother, like, you know what, being your daughter, I don't want to disrespect you. So what I'm going to do, this is your house, you understand? I'm going to take my kids and we're going to go wherever. My mom, she took us to this place they call Belelwane in Mozambique. That's like rural, man, you know, like, yo, man, there's no lights there, there's no water there, nothing like that. So we went to this house. I think she was paying maybe like 500 meticals at that time. 500 meticals, like, if you have to, like, you know, exchange the money in rands, like maybe 90 something rand or 100 rand, you know. So now, man, she was paying that place. There was no light. There was no electricity. They didn't even paint the house, no cement, nothing like that. It was just like blocks only, you understand? They just build it in a zinc, that's it, you understand? You would sit down there, man, you'd see cockroaches walking around and stuff like that, holes there. When it rained, the water would come in and stuff like that. So now there's this like colored family that we're building a house there, you know. So seeing us coloreds and stuff like that, while they coloreds and have like colored children, they felt pity for us, you know. They're like, no man, you can't be staying like this, you know. Those people like cried, man, you know, when they looked at us living in that way. My mother lost her hopes. She didn't know what to do, you understand? So now they gave us like a cottage also there. That cottage had no windows, no doors, you know, all this zinc in the blocks and stuff like that. And then she's like, man, we can't do that much for you guys, but at least this is all we can do, because there you're not safe, you know. It's like you taking a mokoko and place it in the middle of the road and say live there. There's no yard, there's no land, there's no security gate, there's no butler, there's nothing. That's how we stand. So it's like, no man, at least you are inside the yard. There's a wall here, a gate and stuff like that. At least you're safe. As time goes by, you're gonna try to, you know, improve a little bit, paint a little bit there, put doors and windows and stuff like that. We're gonna try to help you out, you know. That time, man, we're going through hell. I won't lie to you, man. And that time we're little, man. You understand? Man, it was hard for her also, you know. I can understand it now because I'm grown enough, you understand? It was hard for her to raise us up all by herself, with nobody supporting her and stuff like that. She would try, man, but hey, you know, things are like hard, bro. Like, I won't lie to you, man. Shit was really hard, man, you know. Man, I won't lie to you, man. We didn't finish school, all of us, not all of us, like the girls now, they good. I mean, like us, the three boys. We didn't finish our matric and stuff like that due to the situations that we're going through, you know, because life was really too tough in our day. She was not able, man, to like handle it all by herself, you know. We were forced to like grow up before our age and time, you know. And man, for everything that has been happening to us and stuff like that, I definitely put the blame on my grandmother, you understand? Because, man, if she wasn't that tough to my father and she wasn't that tough to my mother, they were gonna be together. They were gonna raise us, you understand? As a couple or whatever, you understand? They're gonna raise us, they're gonna take care of us. My father was willing to do everything to put us in a good home and everything like that. But my mom, she's the one who can really tell you, because she's been telling us ever since we were young, that my grandmother wanted nothing to do with my father, you know. And every time my mom would move into a house or something like that with my father, she would go there, call the cops, get my father arrested, lying about my father beating my mother up and stuff like that, being abusive, aggressive and all that, you know. She'll always trying to get my mother back to her. She'll always want my mother to stay under her skirt and follow her, you know, and stuff like that. So now, man, my father got arrested so many times, and until now he's still there, you understand? So we never grew up with him. The reason why we suffering is that I believe if it was maybe out, life was gonna be like different. But I still blame my grandmother for every shit that we're going through, you understand? Because, man, she's the main cause of everything, man. The reason why I say that is because she gave a knockout to my mother first on the house. Second, she never used to treat us good. She never used to even consider that we're humans, you understand? She would take us like maybe dogs. Dogs are even an understatement, because dogs like can kind of eat anything there, they walk around and stuff like that, you know? She used to take us like for rubbish and all that, you know? But now, you know, we were forced to grow up before our age. We were forced to mature before our time. We were forced, man, to, you know, there were days when my mother don't even know, man, like what to do and what to say. She'll kind of ask us as little as we are and be like, what are you gonna do, you know? That's how we're chilling with three boys and one small girl. She's still young, she's still a baby. And I tell Mama, no, you know what you do? Just sell that land, you know? But I don't know, open a business, something like that, you know, let's do something like that, you know? That's how we didn't even know what we're saying. We're still young, man. We never even, you know, what is responsibilities. We never even know what is to have a baby, or how is it to like go out there and hustle for money to feed the children and stuff like that. We're still babies, man. None of us had like 13 or 14 years old. We're all below that age. You understand? We're all under that age. So nowadays we would look at him and say crying and stuff like that. We cry also, not knowing what we're gonna do. So we all grew up in like with this mindset of saying like we're just gonna hustle by all means, to just make and live a good life. You understand? We're gonna grow up, we're gonna work, we're gonna do by all means, not to be like our father ending up in jail and stuff like that. We're gonna grow up and we're gonna work and try by all means to give our mother a good life, man, a peaceful life. Where she's gonna relax, sit down. She doesn't have to stress about food, children, nothing like that. She's gonna just sit down. We're gonna do everything for her, That's the reason why we out here hustling, man. We're grown enough now. We are able to take care of ourselves. And as little as we get, we do for her, you understand? I talk about myself. As little as I get, as little salary or whatever I get, my payment and stuff like that, I always make sure whenever I get paid, although it doesn't last the whole month or stuff like that, but I do make sure I take care out. Mama, you wanna do your hair? Let's go. My son, oh what? Mama, no, let's go. What you wanna eat? I spoil her. We all do that. We take out to the mall and stuff like that. We try by all means, We're still growing up, we're still hustling, man. And definitely we are gonna get this shit right, One day, man. We still have faith in that, What I would say to the person who's gonna be hearing me out there, you understand? For a person who's kind of struggling or something like that, I just want to tell you, for sure you do hear so many people saying, don't give up, keep pushing and stuff like that, That's right, But what I have to tell you, man, you gotta believe in yourself, man, You gotta believe that this universe belongs to you. You understand? And you can never let that inner devilish side of you tell you that you won't be someone in this life. You can be whatever you want, no matter what struggle, what life, whatever conditions you're coming from and stuff like that. Whenever people say, start from wherever you are with what you have, they really mean that, Start from where you are, from what you have. Be disciplined, be focused. You understand? And always look for the positivity, not the negative side, And keep going, man. There will be bad days. There will be good days and raining days, you understand? But never give up, man. Keep on pushing, man. Follow your dreams. Have a goal. Settle for it, Aim for it and go for it. Doesn't matter if it takes 20 years, a decade or something like that. As long as you see progress every day, chase it. Go for it, man. I'm the example of what I'm talking about.